All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a mad 24 hours. I couldn't keep up with anything yesterday, really. It all hit off with the Cristiano Ronaldo news, and I was so excited, elated by that. I couldn't think straight. And then straight after that, Frankie de Jong. And then straight after that, the whole Todd Bowley to Barcelona. For a second, I thought maybe Barcelona was trying to steal Todd Bowley from us. And then, the whole thing about, I suppose, what's going on with Raphinha. Then they offer us Memphis Depay and Sergino Dest. That conversation was meant to be for Azpilicueta and Alonso, apparently. It was just mad. There was a whole heap of stuff that was going on yesterday. And in the midst of all of this, we haven't really talked about the De Ligt situation, which seems like Bayern Munich is about to steal this player from us. Bayern Munich looks like might have convinced this player, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So we'll talk about that. And have I missed anything else? Like, it's just mad at the moment. It really is. Hakim Ziyech news to AC Milan. So, look, I'm pretty sure Hakim Ziyech is so determined to leave. I'm pretty sure we should be looking at another winger. That's how I'm looking at. Look, 50 plus of you guys are already here. Smash the like button. Let's get those likes up. The live streams have been buzzing. You guys have been tremendous. The support has been fantastic. So smash the like button, get those likes up. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. We are very close to 13.5 thousand subscribers. So let's get on with that. Shout out to each and every one of you guys. I mean, I could sit here and go through every single one of those names, but there's so many people that have rocked up. All the usual suspects are here. So it's great to see you all. So we're going to get straight into these conversations. Look, guys, yesterday Todd Bowley went to Barcelona apparently for a meal, obviously with a whole heap of notes under his arm, whole heap of files and whatnot. We know it wasn't for a meal, even though it was at a restaurant at the end of the day. We know there's big transfer talks that's happening. I don't know where this whole Frankie de Jong situation came about. I love this player. I've advocated for this particular player. But I never actually thought this was even a possibility. I don't even know whether it's a possibility even now. I mean, Man United has been talking to Frankie de Jong all this time. It's amazing that they're about to lose this particular player. I mean, if they do lose, I can understand from Frankie de Jong's point of view that why he doesn't want to join Man United. Man United, they've lost their pull. They're not as great as they once were. They don't have Champions League football. They're in the mud. I would honestly, a top quality player, why would they want to join Man United? It would just have to be for the money. But it's not like Frankie de Jong is not getting paid well at Barcelona. He's getting paid a lot. In fact, that's one of the biggest issues. His wages are deferred. He's got 13 point something million in wages that he's owed by Barcelona. Gerard Piqué is also owed money as well, and a few other players. I don't know, but do Barcelona look at us and think we're just stupid or something? Do they look at our face and they think the word idiot is written on our forehead? Todd Bowley goes to Barcelona, and apparently the narrative is that he went to Barcelona for the Azpilicueta and Alonso meeting, because both of those players are keen to go to Barcelona. Azpilicueta apparently has a couple of year contract lined up. That's the offer that Barcelona has given, plus another extra year on top of that. Marcos Alonso apparently is interested as well. And in exchange for those two players, guess what? Guess who are they willing to do an exchange? Because Todd Bowley is, he's all up for trade deals, swap deals. They're willing to give us Memphis Depay and Sergino Dest. I mean, I don't mind Sergino Dest. I've advocated for Sergino Dest previously that I would think he's a very good backup for Reece James and could be a, long-term, I suppose, a project for Thomas Tuchel. He's only 21 or 22. Sergino Dest, he could learn a lot. He can play both sides of the field, right side and left side. So it really helps us out from both those perspective. He's got a lot of pace. He can deliver a good cross. But of course, there's a lot to learn. But there's good raw materials there that he can do something. But Memphis Depay, how do you guys feel about Memphis Depay? This isn't like, 10 years ago, Memphis Depay. Let me just have a look at how old is Memphis Depay. Memphis Depay times are over. He's 28. It feels like he's been around a lot. You'd say he's probably in his, prime days at the moment. Let's have a look at some of his transfer market stuff. Let me see if I can bring this up for you guys. I want to know from you guys, first up, how do you feel about Memphis Depay? Contract expires June 2023, so he's in his final year of his contract. 28 years old, Dutch as well. I mean, we're targeting all sorts of Dutch players these days. We're going for apparently, Frankie de Jong, obviously. We're trying to get Frankie de Jong for De Ligt because they're best friends. We're connected with AK as well. It's crazy. Princeton is saying Depay is a top player. Look, I've seen a bit of Depay. I don't know if I would... I don't really think he's been a hit at Barcelona. I mean, I watched Barcelona last season and probably later on in the season when Dembele came on. And when Dembele came on, when Xavi came on, Xavi really didn't utilize Depay that much. Shubra is saying, I won't take Depay, but he's a good player. Okay, so some of you guys are okay with Memphis Depay. For me, I don't know. I mean... I'm not convinced. Well, he's not starting. We need a starter. For me, this isn't the guy for us. Sorry, Krishna. Depay isn't the guy, means if we get Sterling, no Depay, although he was top scorer last year, Dest is also Dutch. Oh, yeah, Dest. He's got a bit of, but I think he plays for America, though, doesn't he? Okay, so Memphis Depay, I guess he can play as a false nine. Yeah, that's one thing that we could possibly look into. 28 years old, right attack, center forward, right-sided player. Let's have a look. Yeah, where did he? I think he was in PSV. Yeah, he went from PSV to Man United. I remember that one. That was like a Louis van Gaal, signing, and it just absolutely collapsed on his face. It didn't go well, that Man United signing. He was very good in Lyon, I must say. He was good in Lyon. And then obviously he got his opportunity at Barcelona with Ronald Koeman, Dutch connection. Let's have a look at what were some of the stats for him last season. I'm not convinced with this particular player, but possibly as a false nine. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know where could he play? What position could he play? Depay scores goals, not going to lie. Depay over Werner. Thank you. Look, a lot of you guys are actually quite okay with Depay. Depay is Werner. He was only top in Olympique, not Barca. Exactly. That's how I thought. That's what I thought as well. He was killing it in Lyon. But at Barcelona, I don't think he was that great. Okay, last season, 27 games played, 12 goals, 2 assists. In the Champions League, 6 games, nothing. Look at this. Nothing in the Champions League. Probably scored goals against no-namers in La Liga as well. Europa, he got a goal. Let's have a look at who he scored in La Liga. Got an assist against Sociedad, Athletic Bilbao, Getafe, Levante, Valencia, Alves, Celta Vigo, Espanyol, Villarreal. Then he was injured. Got a goal against Athletic again, Bilbao, Elche, Mallorca. Yeah. I'm not completely feeling this, man. You guys let me know. Look, he played a lot of matches, 23 matches as a center forward. Could it be because he could play as a center forward, perhaps? Let's have a look at some of your comments. Okay. Let's check this out. False nine or left attacking midfield? Yep, I can probably see him as a false nine now, to be absolutely honest with you guys. He could play in Barca and that's it. He could play in Barca and that's it. I don't even think he could play. I don't think he was that good at Barca. Honestly, Depay is the level of a Leicester West Ham, not a top four side. I completely agree, Valan. Completely agree. This is not our level of player. I mean, if we are looking at Depay as a false nine, why didn't we just go for someone like Gabriel Jesus? Jesus was offered to us. Why didn't we go for him? It's mad. I don't know what Barcelona is thinking. You guys are in the mud, man. Barcelona, you are in the mud. How are you going to do all of these deals, man? You want us to take Depay and Dest. Dest, I don't mind. As I said, I think Dest is quite okay. I'd be okay with Dest. In exchange of Alonso and Azpilicueta. I mean, from that perspective, it doesn't sound bad. Depay and Dest for Azpi and Alonso. Yeah, sure. But we want to talk to you about the other players. We want to talk to you about Frankie de Jong. We want to talk to you about Raphinha. I know Raphinha is not your player, but you're creating chaos with Raphinha. We want to talk to you about Dembele. So, yeah, Miz, can you check Depay last 2 to 3 seasons? Okay, let's check that out. Last 2 to 3 seasons. This was last season. So let's check out the one before that. I think it was in Liga. Yeah, see, he was killing it in Lyon. 20 goals, 12 assists. He was killing it in Lyon. But, yeah, I don't want to take the French league as a barometer for this particular player. Like, yeah, it's not the greatest league, Lyon. When it comes to, I suppose, finding good defenders or midfielders and whatnot, maybe, but as strikers, it's just a bit too open. And then season before that, I think he just joined 13 matches, 9 goals, 2 assists. And prior to that, might have been Man United, 18-19. No, he was in Lyon. He must have been injured. He must have been injured 1920. 1920 must have been injured. Yeah, he was injured. Cruciate ligament rupture. He was injured in that particular season of 1920. 18-19, he was not bad as well. 10 goals, 10 assists for Lyon. Look, for Lyon, he was good. I'm not really too keen on this particular player. I mean, why didn't we just go for where we're going to utilize Depay as a striker? Why didn't we just go for, for Gabriel Jesus? And honestly, now that Gabriel Jesus has gone to Arsenal, I want to ask you guys, Depay or Cristiano Ronaldo? Actually, let's do a poll. Memphis Depay or Cristiano Ronaldo? Who would suit us? Memphis Depay or Cristiano Ronaldo for Chelsea? We'll go with Depay and we'll go with Ronaldo. Okay, I'm asking you guys. Here we go. Some of you guys weren't too keen on CR7. The poll is out there. I want you guys to participate. Nearly 250 of you guys participate on this poll right now, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know, would you want Memphis Depay or would you want Cristiano Ronaldo as your striking option? Let's hear from you guys. Valan, thank you so much for the super chat. Besides Sterling, I have no idea what's our plan. Look, everyone talks about this. I think we need to try and make some sense of it. Obviously, Sterling's in. Sterling, whether you guys are worried or whatnot, look, it will happen. The announcement will happen. It's in the bag. Next up, in terms of forward attacking areas, I think it's Rafinha. I think Rafinha is someone where it's starting to click to me now. We are playing smartly. We are just waiting to see what Barcelona wants to do, because the player is keen on Barcelona. So the player is just waiting to see what Barcelona can do in regards to have an offer for Leeds. Right now, they've got no offer. I'm going to bring it up from Ben Jacobs' scenario. Let's talk a little bit about Rafinha now. Laporta's card has declined at the restaurant. Tompoli is now asking for full ownership of Barcelona exchange of paying the bill. Gerard Romero. This Gerard Romero is a bit of a joker. Okay, this is the latest in regards to Rafinha, and apparently Barcelona are preparing something, but it still won't come anywhere near what we have planned, what we have agreed with Leeds United, which is, I think, nearly £60 million with bonuses included, but a lot of it just cash in hand. Here's cash. We're ready to give you cash right now. Whereas Barcelona, I think, are conjuring up a 55 million euros offer. So we've got a 60 million pounds. They've got a 55 million euros offer sort of lined up. And it's got a lot of add-ons and bonuses, and it's in installments. It's not even cash. So this is from Ben Jacobs in regards to Rafinha. But yeah, Valen. So I think it's Sterling. I think it's Rafinha. One of the defenders, we're very keen on De Ligt, but whether that happens or not, I'm not sure. We'll talk about De Ligt. AK is one I think that will happen. Nathan AK is happening. And then either Kimpembe news is surfacing up as well. Defenders, obviously. Defenders, and that's pretty much it. 2 defenders, 2 attackers. I'm expecting probably 4 signings. 2 defenders, 2 attackers. If we get a midfielder, we'll see what happens. But from Ben Jacobs, ladies and gentlemen, still nothing agreed today between Barcelona and Leeds for Rafinha. Barca have tried to match Chelsea's offer, but it's add-ons heavy and installment based. Big few days ahead with Leeds losing patience and Chelsea pushing for an answer from Rafinha. I can completely understand. Leeds are like, look, do you think we're idiots or something? Stop with all this nonsense, right? Barcelona sources have always spoken with confidence since they know Rafinha wants to join, but the club has failed to find a solution with Leeds. Leeds now wants situation urgently resolved. Rafinha open to CFC as opposed to staying at Leeds. I just noticed Shubra just shared something. Let me have a look at this. Boris Johnson is soon free. Yeah, I saw this one. This one was funny. Let me just bring out size as well. What did size say here? Is this latest? 10:45 p.m. This was yesterday. Barcelona are willing to pay Frankie de Jong back just $3 million in deferred wages and have asked him to forego the rest in a bid to see his move to Manchester United go through. As a reminder, he is owed close to £17 million in deferred. Yeah, we're gonna get back to this. This is insane. What's going on there? Okay, let's just come back to this Rafinha situation. Leeds would prefer to sell to Chelsea and have been very impressed by Bowley in negotiations. Barcelona is still hoping Leeds soften and Rafinha waits. Key few days ahead. Barcelona say they remain in advanced talks with Leeds. They have always said signing Rafinha is likely, but without a done deal, the door remains open for Chelsea, largely because Leeds now also don't want to wait all window beyond. I mean, I can't. I'm so annoyed with Barcelona, honestly. Like they're selling. I feel like they're selling false dreams, but I'm also very annoyed with Rafinha as well. Rafinha, you should be able to see that Barcelona can't do this for you, right? Like, how's Barcelona going to get Jules Kounde, apparently? How are they going to get Azpilicueta, Alonso, Lewandowski, Rafinha, yourself, obviously, Dembele? Have I missed anyone? There's probably more players. Bernardo Silva. There is no way. Like, Rafinha should use his head a little bit and say, you can't get this still done. You won't be able to do this unless Rafinha's got words that we're not going to go for Lewandowski, we're not going to go for Dembele, we're not going to renew Dembele. You're the main guy for us. Koulibaly as well, as Shubra is saying, yeah, you're absolutely right. Also Koulibaly, as Great Ehian is saying, I mean, why doesn't Rafinha just come out and go to Deco, stop all the conversation with Barcelona. We've got an offer from Chelsea, which has been agreed by Leeds. Personal terms look good as well. Let's just get this done. I mean, I'll be so surprised with this whole economic levers, this whole economic levers for Barcelona seems like the biggest fugazi as well, man. It is the biggest fugazi. They were already in massive financial issues, Barcelona, prior to even selling or triggering some of these economic levers. They were already in massive financial issues. They got to pay some of their players' wages. They have not even done that. And they still need to sell some of their players. They're still looking to sell Frankie de Jong. They're still looking to sell Depay. Someone check if they owe Depay money as well. Do you know what I mean? And I don't want Depay. I really don't want, unless it's a straight swap. No money needs to be given. Straight swap for Azpilicueta, Alonso for Depay and Dest. No money. We give you no money. You can take Alonso, you can take Azpi. Just give us Dest and Depay. I'm not too keen on Depay. But the Rafinha situation, I think we should be able to get Rafinha. I really think we should be able to get Rafinha. Right now, I would be very, very surprised if we don't get Rafinha now. There was a moment where I wasn't keen on Rafinha because there was a whole heap of talks coming from Gerard Romero, that crazy brother from Barcelona, the fan channel that seems to know a lot of the intel from Barcelona. And he was saying that apparently Rafinha only wants Barcelona. He doesn't want any conversations with Chelsea and whatnot. But there are other reports that are surfacing now saying Rafinha doesn't mind Chelsea, but his first preference is Barcelona, so he's just waiting and seeing. But how long are you going to wait? How long are you? Leeds have already bought, I think, Luis Sinesta or whatever. Let's have a look at this guy. He's actually an alright player. I think that's his name. Yeah, this guy. He's actually a decent player. I was just checking out some of his compilation. How much do you make out of this compilation? I don't know, but yeah, Luis Sinistera. So they've already got this guy, but he's not a left-sided player. He's actually a right-sided player. He's a Colombian, 23-year-old. Leeds have got this particular player. I'm sure he can play on the left side, yeah, but right side, but he's predominantly a left-sided player that Leeds have got. So Leeds have already, got this player in. They're looking to probably use that money that they're going to get for Rafinha to then bulk up their, team a lot more. Obviously, they've got the money for Calvin Phillips. And they're just waiting for the Rafinha money. And I'm sure they're not going to be waiting around for too long. Okay, let's now talk about this Frankie de Jong situation, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on? I'm all up for Frankie de Jong. I really am. Up for Frankie de Jong. But how are we thinking? Is he going to play the Jorginho role or is he going to play as the other 8? Is it going to be Kovacic, Jorginho, Frankie de Jong? Or is it going to be Kovacic, Frankie de Jong, and whoever else, Kante or Ruben Loftus-Cheek or Matthias Nunez, maybe, who knows? How you guys feel about Frankie de Jong? I love this player, man. This guy, I've always wanted this guy to come in as our midfielder. I can picture him being the deepest midfielder. And then progress to an 8, then progress to a 10. Like, he has the ability to be an 8, to be a creative number 10, and to be the deepest midfielder and be a register. Like, he would be fantastic. Yeah, defensively, we have to cover for him as well. But if we continue with the back 3, I've got no issues. Some people are already saying, sell Georgie and bring in Frankie de Jong. I've got no issues with that. Jorginho is on his last cheat. I would love to get someone like Frankie de Jong. But what does it mean for Declan Rice? This is what I want to hear from you guys. Is the Declan Rice conversation then real? Is the Frankie de Jong conversation real? Does Frankie de Jong conversation seem real to you? There's apparently quotes out there in social media stating that Thomas Tuchel has always liked Frankie de Jong, and the time when Frankie de Jong went to Barcelona, apparently Thomas Tuchel was in tears. because he wanted him at PSG. It would be mad. It would be mad if we stole this player from Man United. I don't even know if it's a steal, because Man United can't claim that this was their guy. Like, this is their man. Yeah, like, this guy doesn't seem like he's interested to join Man United. He's joining because he's getting forced. I don't think he's absolutely interested. The Red Wolf, thank you so much for the super chat. The Leavers appear to be doing nothing. They owe hundreds of millions in wages, expect them to be liquidated within 3 years. This is what the Bayern Munich, was it Oliver Kahn who said this, or Bayern president, or their director of football, whoever it was, someone from Bayern said, in regards to the Lewandowski scenario, because Barcelona were looking to pay Lewandowski in installments as well. And Bayern is like, no, we want cash right now, because we don't trust that you guys are going to be around in 2 years' time. Bayern Munich thinks Barcelona are not going to be existing in a couple of years' time as a football club. Surely Rafinha should be watching all of this stuff on social media. It's mad. It's mad. But coming back to the whole Frankie de Jong situation, let me know what you guys think. TT wanted Frankie de Jong in PSG. Exactly. But what does it mean? Where do you picture Frankie de Jong playing? Jorginho's position? Or as an 8, or maybe as a hybrid, or in a pivot, I suppose, in a double pivot with Kovacic and Frankie de Jong. How does Kovacic and Frankie de Jong sound to you? It makes sense to me. It really does make sense to me, because both of them can drop deep and help out in build-up, help out in ball progression in that phase 1. I guess the question is, off the ball, when we are further up in transition, are they both good enough to then come back and defend? Not always. Kovacic can falter, Frankie de Jong will, but they're good enough to get interceptions at times. They're good enough to be... Kovacic, we've seen, he can be tenacious. But they're not your Declan Rice type of a player off the ball, robust, recovery, slide tackle. From that perspective, Declan Rice is good off the ball. But with the ball, I've got issues. But you guys let me know in the live chat. If we're going for someone like Frankie de Jong, what happens to Declan Rice? Or do you even want Frankie de Jong? Do you want Declan Rice instead? What makes sense? What makes sense? Frankie de Jong will have the freedom to move. He's not a static player, fair enough. By the way, I like the way you spell static there. Chelsea to pay 50 million for AK, 27-year-old, but won't pay 60 million for De Ligt. Stupid. Do you know what? I'm gonna just keep that here for a moment, because we're going to talk about De Ligt. And the reason we're going to talk about De Ligt is because apparently Thomas Tuchel and Todd Bowley, they want to bring in Frankie de Jong and De Ligt together, because they're best mates. So there's a bit of a connection there, that we won that. We've got 232 votes in for Memphis Depay and Cristiano Ronaldo, and it's a Cristiano Ronaldo landslide, 75%. We're going to end this poll, which was fantastic. I'm going to start a new one, as Sai has said there. Sai Krishna has said, Miz, let's do a poll, Rice and Frankie de Jong. I think that's a perfect one. Let's do one for Declan Rice and Frankie de Jong. Declan Rice or Frankie de Jong for Chelsea. Frankie de Jong, Declan Rice. All right, here we go. Let's see what you guys have to say about this, ladies and gentlemen. The poll is out there. 420 plus people live and only 96 likes. That is an absolute abomination. Let's get those likes out. It's criminal activity. Let's have those likes up to 400 immediately. Ladies and gentlemen, the likes are so crucial and vital to the growth of this channel. If you guys are enjoying this, enjoying the interaction with you guys in the live chat, smash the like button. Get those likes up to well over 400 immediately. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Okay. In regards to Frankie de Jong and De Ligt. Apparently, that's the combination that we're looking for. But the crazy part is we're interested with Eke. We're trying to create a Dutch team. Which is crazy. But we're going to talk about this Eke and De Ligt very, very soon as well. Dream 11 for next season. With what is available, I suppose. Cristiano Ronaldo, Raheem Sterling as one of the inside forwards. So Ronaldo, Raheem Sterling, Raphinha, Reece James, Ben Chilwell, Kovacic, Frankie de Jong, De Ligt, Silva, Kounde. Let me know how you feel about that. I hope I've sort of summarized that as well as I could. Declan Rice too overpriced. Yes, 100% agreed. He is well overpriced. Ms. De Jong struggled as a number 6 at Barca. His best performance comes from number 8, and at Ajax he never played a number 6. Yeah, true. Look, I think he's a bit of a hybrid. I don't think 6 is his best position, but I think he can do that. But you're right, he's an 8. He's a proper 8. He can shoot from distance. His ball distribution is great. Ball control is great. Quick thinker. Vision is good. Passing is good. I love it. Heavy investment from Miz. Yeah, look, man, I mean, we need some outgoings as well. Of course, we need some outgoings. So, yeah, man, we should be able to look at a net position that should be within the 200 million budget that was out there for us. Good line on Miz. Thanks, my man. I mean, look, I don't know whether that's going to happen, but yeah, we can't afford your Dream 11. I mean, we've already got Sterling. We're going for Rafinha. Ronaldo seems to be very much in the cards, and now there's rumors about Frankie de Jong coming up, and we're keen on De Ligt, or whether it be Koulibaly if we don't get De Ligt, and if we don't get Koulibaly, then it's Kimpembe. One of those people are coming in, and Kounde as well. Yes, means I still want Kounde as well. Yeah, man, let's talk a little bit about this now. Let's bring this up again. So next up, the thing that we didn't touch on is the whole Hakim Ziyech situation. If we're still keen on Rafinha, which I think we are, it's because we're looking to let go of Hakim Ziyech. The fact that we are still interested to let go of Hakim Ziyech makes me think we are definitely interested in Rafinha. Like we think this is going to happen. I'm just going to quickly bring up this tweet from Cesar. Always comes up with some bangers. Let's see what he's got over here. Jules Kounde is keen. Yeah. We're going to get to that. We're definitely going to get to that. Don't you worry. But yeah, I just wanted to quickly touch on the Hakim Ziyech situation that, as you can see, he talks continue between Chelsea and AC Milan for Hakim Ziyech, with the player keen on the move. If we're letting go of Hakim Ziyech, we have to be in for Rafinha. We simply have to be in for Rafinha. We're going to get back to that. Matthijs de Ligt, but as Sai has rightfully shown us, Jules Kounde is keen on joining Barcelona. Another player that's connected with Barcelona. Is just so frustrating, all of these stuff with Barcelona. They can't afford like Jules Kounde. Jules Kounde is going to be 60 million euros. How are you going to afford Jules Kounde, Rafinha, Lewandowski? You can't. You simply can't. I don't care what economic levers that you're going to trigger. You cannot afford all this. Jules Kounde is keen on joining Barcelona, but he will not wait for them. Chelsea are expected to finally submit a 60 million bid, and if the Blues and Sevilla close the deal, he will play at Stamford Bridge next season. I honestly don't understand why we are entertaining Barcelona to come into this conversation. Why aren't Chelsea Football Club closing this? Why aren't we closing this Kounde situation, man? Kounde is determined to play for us. We need an RCB. Azpilicueta possibly going to Barcelona. It's a no-brainer. Kounde is a no-brainer. Absolute no-brainer. Players wanting to go to Barcelona and risk not getting paid. Exactly. Well said, Matt, Charles. Well said. Beyond, let's have a look at this one. Sure, bro. Kounde for 60 million is far better deal than 85 million for MDL. Matthijs de Ligt. Okay. Yeah, look, Kounde is a better deal. Yeah, actually, you're right. Kounde is a better deal, but I wouldn't get put away from De Ligt. But you're right. In terms of the money, yes, Kounde for that money is good business. While we're not in it, and it could be the fact that maybe Thomas Tuchel is not the player. This is probably that club player, club signing. And at the end of the day, I don't want anyone if Thomas Tuchel's not completely convinced about. I'd rather get his players that he wants, and maybe Kounde is not. But I think he'd fit in like a glove in that RCB role. He really would. He really would. Just get both De Ligt and Kounde. We need 2 defenders minimum anyway. But I think AK is going to be the other one. So that's why I'm probably looking at De Ligt and AK. They don't want to really go with Kounde and AK, I suppose. Yeah. Mendy, Chilwell, Kounde, De Ligt, James, Rice, SMS, Frankie de Jong, Sterling, CR7, Raphinha, 4-3-3. Fair enough. Let's have a quick look at the other news now. We'll get to that De Ligt. I'm just going to have a quick look at this poll. 175 votes are in, and after that, Frankie de Jong, 66% winner. I'm just going to keep it open for a little bit longer. Let's see what you guys have to say about that. So Chris has just provided another one. Here we go. Let's check this out. Chelsea won 12 million euros for Marcos Alonso. FC Barcelona offering 7 to 8 million. Come to a middle ground, man. Just give us 10 million euros. Do you even have the money? Can you even give us the 10 million euros? When are you going to give us? When are you going to give us the money? Is it going to be in installments over 5 years? 10 million euros? Well, 2 million a year. Come on, man. Come on. As we're closing in on AK, yeah, let's talk a little bit about Mr. AK. Let's check this out. I know we're actually getting very excited about the AK situation. Where is it? Here we go. Chelsea are in advanced talks over re-signing Nathan AK from Man City. Fees and terms yet to be agreed, but expectation is AK on course to return to Chelsea and fill one of the vacant roles. De Ligt remains top defensive target. Once again, I'm not too convinced with the De Ligt, AK situation, but looks like that's a Thomas Tuchel signing. He wants that. This is the De Ligt one. Let's talk a little bit about the De Ligt. Bayern Munich believe they have a commitment from Matthijs de Ligt to join them ahead of Chelsea this summer. However, no fee has been agreed with Juventus yet. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, why have we entertained? I don't get this. Like, with Rafinha, Barcelona interested. With De Ligt, Bayern Munich now interested. Nathan AK, luckily there's no one else interested. That's why we're in. Sterling as well, there wasn't anyone else interested. Any sort of top player that we're kind of looking for, besides Sterling, I think Sterling is a top player. It seems like everyone else is interested in that particular player. Koulibaly is more looking to go to Barcelona. Kimbembe, can we get into Kimbembe? Kimbembe for me would be a stupendous signing as well, be such a good signing. He would be that Rudiger replacement for me on that LCB position. And we're interested in Kimbembe as well. But I think De Ligt is possibly going to Bayern Munich. And do you know what? I'm not too peeved off by that. Like, I'm upset that we've been so, progressive towards this deal. It would hurt that right at the end, Bayern Munich comes in and takes him. But there are other defenders out there. I mean, De Ligt, for me, De Ligt was never the first choice. It was Koulibaly. Koulibaly was the first choice, but let's just have a quick look at the Kimbembe situation, because Kimbembe is actually, Tuchel is pushing Chelsea to make an offer for Kimbembe. This is L'Equipe. PSG will not hold Presnel Kimbembe back this summer. Thomas Tuchel is pushing for Chelsea to make a bid. Nathan Gissing has talked about Kimbembe as well. Let's see if I can bring Nathan. CFC News page, you guys would know him as from Instagram. Yeah, Sterling should have been done by now. This is the meeting yesterday. Todd Bowley at Barcelona. Gerard Romero, he knows his stuff. I guess as much as I kind of get annoyed by all his theatrics in social media. He knows his stuff. Juventus defender Matthijs de Ligt is the main target for Thomas Tuchel in defense this summer, with PSG Presnel Kimbembe and Man City's Nathan Ake also high up in the list. Nathan Gissing knows his stuff as well. Presnel Kimbembe is one of the targets. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me know. I mean, look, I'm not too worried about the defenders situation. I'm just annoyed that we are allowing other clubs to come in and then get in on the act when we really shouldn't be doing that. I feel like if we want someone, let's just go out there and do the job. Kimbembe is left-footed, perfect, exactly. Royston, Ms. Barca Bayern talk to the players first before the club so that they can turn the head of the player. We do the opposite. Yeah, you're right. Every time we've done this with Rafinha as well, seems like we went to the club first and then we talk to the player. De Ligt as well. We should be talking to the player, convincing them before moving the other way. So you're absolutely right. We're not doing the things the right way around. But look, I'm confident we're going to get defenders. I know a lot of you guys are worried. Hey, Miz, what's going on with defenders? We're going to get defenders. There's no doubt about that. Nathan Ake is probably going to be one of them. And then whether it's Kimbembe, De Ligt, Koulibaly, Kounde, for me, we should really be going for Kounde and Nathan Ake and someone else. But then what happens to Levi Colwell? This is why the Nathan Ake for me, it was a bit unnecessary. I would have gone with Kounde and Koulibaly and then given, someone like Colwell an opportunity to sort of come up the ranks. But it is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, over 420 people live. Let's get those likes up. 161 likes. Let's get the likes up to 400 straight away. If you're liking this conversation, if you're enjoying this conversation, make sure you subscribe as well. Get those likes up, man. Honestly. Okay. Last but not least, this is from Sai Krishna again. Everything indicates that FC Barcelona will sign only one of Dembele and Raphinha. There you go. I think they're going to go with Dembele. Because Xavi likes Dembele a lot. I don't know. Is it a Barcelona interest in regards to Rafinha, or is it a Xavi interest? Did they actually think that they were going to get both these players? If they get Rafinha, then give us Dembele. My first preference was Dembele, to be honest. But I get why people are excited about Rafinha because of his off the ball stuff. He's far better in terms of work rate. Obviously, injury background is far better for Rafinha. The fact that he's played in the Premier League is also a massive factor. So I get the Rafinha situation. Well, look, either way, either Rafinha or Dembele. Dembele for me would be a chaos. He would create so many chances. It's not even funny. Rafinha will too as well, but I don't think he will have that similar sort of output as someone like Dembele could. But I guess with Dembele is that injuries and adaptation and all of that. As Marvo is saying, yeah, Rafinha is more durable. That's for sure. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap things up right now. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. I'm going to end this poll. Looks like Frankie de Jong wins the poll as well against Declan Rice. Good to see that a lot of you guys rate Frankie de Jong above Declan Rice. 66% after 232 votes. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. We talked a lot about all sorts of stuff over here. Please, let's get to at least 200 likes, 173 likes now. Let's get to 200 likes, over 400 people live still. Get those likes up to well over 200. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. And hope you guys have enjoyed this. We'll see if there's any other breaking news now that the weekend is here. We may do another live and we may drop another video, but for sure we will drop a video at the end of the day, UK, about 9:30 p.m. And to everyone that's celebrating Eid tomorrow, I'm going to be celebrating Eid tomorrow, Eid al-Adha. So to every one of you guys, Eid Mubarak, and have a very, very good Eid with your family and your friends, and eat up well. Until next time, take care. See ya.